Of your time and to get this wonderful meal started. First, I'm Stephen Snyder. I'm the Executive Director for the GSW Foundation, and this is an event that we look forward to every year. This is the 16th annual Donor Scholar Luncheon, and it's one of my favorite days of the year. Really, but for you donors and for you students to really build connections and build relationships. And everything that we do in our office really is focused around that. People, which is you, and relationships. And really, if you think about life, that's what we do every day in everything. So people, relationships, so we hope you can make those relationships stronger today. Again, I'm Stephen. I want to introduce our president, President Michelle Johnston, is sitting at our front table here. And you'll hear from her a little bit later, and her husband, Dr. Jean Pierce, is here as well. And a few other folks I want to recognize before we get started. You don't have to stand. I'm not going to say names. I just want to recognize the groups of people that are in the room. Our vice presidents, our deans. I know we have several foundation trustees and life trustees in the room, alumni board members, and certainly all the non-students in the room are our donors, and we're just so grateful to have you here with us today. And we hope you enjoy the meal. It's one of my favorite events every year, but it's also one of my favorite meals every year. So I hope you like fried chicken and some other good Southern food. So we certainly hope you'll enjoy that. With that, I'm going to say a blessing, and then I'll give you some instructions on how to get our meal started, okay? If you would bow your heads. Lord, we thank you for this day. We thank you for another opportunity to fellowship with people. And Lord, I pray that this is just a productive day for people to get to know each other better. Lord, you say you're our friend. And Lord, we hope that friendships can be built today amongst each other. And we're just grateful for your love for us, and grateful for this meal and this time to come together. In your name we pray. Amen. All right, here are our instructions. We have 2 buffet tables in the adjacent room. We're going to go from front to back. So if these first 2 or 3 tables, first few rows, please get started first, and then we'll just work our way to the back, okay? So go ahead.
Good afternoon. I am Jim Aller, and I have the pleasure of introducing our speaker for this afternoon. So I work in COBAC, and I work with the Masters of Business Administration program. So your speaker that you're about to hear from has such a long list of accolades that we would be here probably till the end of your lunch if we read through them all. But just to highlight a few of them, she is a human resources major and with a near perfect GPA. And I say near perfect because I know when she didn't get an A and heard about those classes and such, but it's just a wonderful student. She is a Jimmy Carter leadership participant. Not every student is selected into that, and she did a wonderful job with that. She holds various leadership roles in the Jimmy Carter Leadership Group and throughout campus, spending lots of time mentoring new and potential students. And if that's not enough, she's also a double Canes recipient, which means she started taking MBA courses while she was an undergraduate student, which she will finish this coming fall. I helped Lily get an internship down at Magnolia Manor. And it was no surprise to me that she was hired immediately when she went down there. And the internship didn't last very long because they quickly hired her, and she's now employed there in the Human Resources Department. So let me introduce you and bring you Lillian Peppers.
Good afternoon. I want to start off by saying how deeply honored I am to be here today, standing before such a remarkable group of donors, scholarship recipients, and education supporters. This luncheon is a testament to the impact of generosity and the power of community in shaping the future of students like myself. My name is Lily Peppers, as you heard. I'm from a small town just 25 minutes away in Dooley County. My parents have always been my greatest role models. Both of them have successful careers. My father is the Human Resource Director at Emirates located in Andersonville, Georgia. He also manages sites all the way from New York to Brazil. My mother is the pre-K through 5th grade Director of Leadership and Learning for Lee County School System. I know that a big part of their success is because of the strong education and the leadership roles they held during their 4 years here at GSW. They've inspired me to aim high and pursue my dreams that I was lucky enough to start here. When it came time to choose a school, I knew I wanted to attend a smaller school where I could form meaningful connections with my professors, staff, and peers. I also had the opportunity to experience GSW through their dual enrollment program I started at Lee County High School, which gave me a preview of leadership life and solidified my decision. I saw firsthand how personalized the college experience really could be. At a larger school, I feared I'd get lost in the crowd, but at GSW, I had the chance to build relationships with my professors and mentors. This close-knit environment has been the cornerstone of my success and has helped me not only academically, but personally. I've been able to grow and challenge myself here at GSW. As for my major, I chose to follow in my dad's footsteps and chose human resource management, and I have no doubt it was the right choice for me. One of the most amazing opportunities GSW offers is the ability to finish 2 degrees in under 5 years, or in my case, 3.5. The Double Canes program has allowed me to get a head start in my master's degree. Thanks to the flexibility and personalized approach of the university, I'll be able to finish both my undergraduate and graduate degree in record time, finishing this December, and I couldn't be more excited for the opportunities ahead. Since earning my undergraduate degree this past December, I've already begun my career in human resources at Magnolia Manor while continuing my master's degree. I have to give a special thanks to Dr. Aller for being a huge part of my journey. Because of the close-knit environment, I was able to connect with Dr. Aller on a personal level. And through those connections, I was fortunate enough to land an internship and have already jump-started my career. Without the personal attention and guidance from professors like Dr. Aller, I wouldn't have the same opportunities to dive into the professional world while still in school. During my time at GSW, I was fortunate enough to be deeply involved in the college life. I was the Vice President and VP Recruitment and Marketing for Kappa Delta Sorority, where I built communications and fostered my leadership skills. I'm also a proud member of the GSW Marshals and the President Jimmy Carter Leadership Program. In addition, I was involved in the HR Club, the Student Government Association, and the Canes Leading Canes program, where I served as a storm spotter and Thunder Camp counselor, and was privileged to serve as the Public Relations Coordinator for the storm spotting team. All of these experiences have given me the chance to build meaningful connections, develop leadership skills, and engage with GSW's communities in ways that have enriched my college experience. But none of this would have been possible without the support of those who believed in students like myself. This past year, I received the Legacy Scholarship, the James G. Desereau Scholarship, Magnolia Manor Scholarship, and Dr. Charles L. Mix Memorial Scholarship. These scholarships have been a game changer. They've alleviated the financial burden that often comes with higher education, allowing me to focus on what truly matters, my studies and my personal growth. Without the pressure of working a full-time job to support my tuition, I've had the chance to immerse myself in campus life, build strong academic relationships, and truly thrive in my classes. I want to take a moment to recognize the incredible people who have helped me along my way. To my parents, of course, for their constant love and encouragement, I also owe so much to my professors at GSW who have been more than just educators. They've been mentors, advisors, and cheerleaders along my journey. And to my peers, those who have believed in me, even when I struggled to believe in myself. To the donors in this room, I can't express how much your contribution means. Your generosity not only helps us financially, but also fuels our dreams. You are what truly makes a difference in the lives of students like myself, and I'm a living example of it. The support I've received has not only allowed me to pursue my education, but has also helped me feel connected to a larger community. It's hard to put into words how meaningful that really is. When you have the opportunity to grow and learn without the constant worry of how to pay for it, it's open doors. You can also focus on becoming the greatest version of yourself. Lastly, thank you to everyone here today. Your contributions, whether financially or emotionally, have made all the difference in my life and the lives of many others in this room. You've shaped the future of education, and I will be forever grateful for the opportunity to be a part of this incredible journey. Thank you.
Wow, Lily, you did a great job. It's hard to follow that, but the good news is I don't have to follow that. Everyone has to follow that. Lily is sitting at the table with Dr. Aller and Dean Chokas and Dr. Wilson, who's our retired dean. And I know there aren't many things that Dr. Wilson likes more in this world than HR majors. What she might like more is the fact that an HR major's parents were HR majors at GSW. So I know she appreciated that. I'm certainly glad to be back up at the podium. I do want to just encourage you to, as you're doing, continue your meal. This one thing we take pride in for this event every year is getting you here at 12 and getting you out at 1, because we respect your time. But in between that, we want you to enjoy yourself. So yes, please continue your meal. I am honored to introduce our next speaker, which is a different type of speaker for this event than we've had in the past. It's normally just students. We do have a scholarship donor speaking today, and that's probably something that we'll do in the future for this event, a scholarship recipient or two and a donor as well. So I'm happy to introduce Edwin Sammons. Edwin is from the class of 1977 at GSW. He is a native Southwest Georgian from Albany. He was an English major at GSW. I believe, was it Dr. Argo was one of your mentors, John and Alice. He was a big fan of your mother and her course. So maybe y'all can have a chance to get to know each other afterward. Edwin is a retired employee from a company called Interface after many years, and he told me when, this was probably almost a year ago, I guess it was last June or July, Edwin and I met in my office in the Newman Alumni Center, and Edwin was interested in starting a scholarship. I don't mean to steal your thunder. I don't know what you're talking. I don't know all the details you're saying today, but I don't want to steal your thunder. Edwin wanted to start a scholarship. Had always wanted to start a scholarship, and I like to hear that in my role. But not just because it's part of my responsibility is to raise money for the university, but just because it shows that GSW, Georgia Southwestern, it was a special place and was special to Edwin, and he wanted to carry forward what he was given when he was here. So he wanted to start a scholarship. Wasn't exactly sure where he would do that. And he stayed at the Windsor Hotel. Again, I'm probably jumping into his details here. Met a student there that impressed him. As a result, started a scholarship for the organization that student was in, just because of how impressed he was of one of our students. And I'm sure he'll talk more about that today. So this is a message for our students. You never know who you'll run into when you're doing your job, whether you're a student employee or just a student or just in Americus for whatever reason. You never know who you'll run into, and take advantage of the opportunity you have today to meet with someone that cares about you, that cares about the type of student you are, because they specifically chose to support a scholarship based on criteria that you fit. So take advantage of that opportunity today. Since that day when Edwin started a scholarship, started the Chi Phi scholarship, and he wasn't even a Chi Phi in that fraternity, just impressed with that group. Edwin is like the ideal donor. He is ultra engaged with everything going on campus and is just excited about Georgia Southwestern in general. And we hope that every donor feels that way. We want to encourage that energy. We feel like there's some momentum on campus right now, and I'm glad that Edwin is certainly a part of that. And so going back to what I said to start our lunch today, it's really about people and it's about relationships. So Edwin is a person, met one of our students and built a relationship that has really kind of formed his connection with GSW as an alum today. So with that, Edwin Sammons, come on up.
Lily, when do you sleep? It's a rather impressive resume you have. Yes, I graduated in 1977, and so long ago I brought documentation. This is called an annual. You don't have those anymore, do you? I've probably been dispensed with 20 or 30 years ago, I guess. But before online, that's how we socialized. Stephen hit the nail on the head for me. It started with a relationship, and he mentioned it, and so I will tell you what happened and how I became a member of this donor club, which I'm happy to be. I think it was in March of 2014. I was in Albany, and I wanted to be in Americus. I feel like this is where I came into myself. So I made it to Americus, and when I was here, I think some of you in the room may remember this, the Windsor Hotel was not open. There was about a 20-year period where it was closed, and the only thing at the Windsor was pigeons. I think it may have reopened in 92 or so. I did a little research somewhere around there. But I walked into the Windsor and I looked up and I thought, look at this place. And I had no idea that it existed because it was just a shell of a building when I was here. And also when I was here, I happened to work right across the street at Kennebrew. So as I walked in and looked and thought, what a wonderful place this is, there was an individual at the front desk who made me feel very welcomed. He asked me for restaurant, if I needed any restaurant recommendations, among other things. And so I went to my room, and I felt this overwhelming need to come back and sit in the lobby of the Windsor Hotel. It just felt so welcoming to me. And as I sat there, I noticed that this individual was doing the same thing for every guest who came through. And as I like to say, character is what we do when we think no one is looking. And that was certainly the example that I saw that night. Now, I had already decided that I was going to start a scholarship at GSW. There's just you reach a certain age when conspicuous consumption stops working. And that's what happened for me. I don't know that it ever did work for me, but I tried it. And so it was time to give back. And there were a few possibilities that I'd located on campus. All of my research kept leading me back to Chi Phi. And as Stephen mentioned, I'm not a Chi Phi. As a matter of fact, they weren't even on campus when I was here. I think it was about 20 years later when they started. I left in 77. Chris, what is it, 97, is that right? 20 years after I left. But I kept finding all of this research taking me back. The reason there is Boone is here with us today. He's a Sigma Chi, of course. They have a scholarship. Do we have any Kappa Sigs in the room? Surely there has to be some. Anyway, okay, we do. Congratulations. Yes. They have a scholarship, but I noticed that Chi Phi did not have a scholarship. So I continue my research, and when you know it, the person who was at the Windsor that night is a Chi Phi. And it was at that point I was like, okay, I'm getting some signals here. I think I know where my scholarship is going. And I invited him to come here today as my guest, and his name is Franklin Harris. So since I decided to start a scholarship, I didn't know exactly what to do or how to do it. So I found myself driving around this campus, literally. And I finally found the alumni office, but I don't know why. I felt hesitant to go in. I guess I thought that somebody was going to jump in front of my car and ask me if I wanted to start a scholarship. And that's how I met Stephen Snyder. No, it was nothing like that. It was everything Stephen said. We mostly talked for a long time. And then, and actually, I think Stephen may remember this. It was in the early summer. I had on a pair of shorts, and I managed to put on a shirt with a collar. But about 10 minutes after talking to Stephen, I looked at him. I said, "Stephen, do I have on sunglasses?" And he said, "Yeah, you do." So I said, "Let me take those off so you can at least see my eyes." Later on, I put them back on because I couldn't see him. But I started with just a one-year scholarship. But little did I know what effect that was going to have on me. It's quite an honor to do it. So I came back a couple of months later and I endowed the scholarship. And I continue to offer the each year scholarship also. So I guess I'm basically have 2 scholarships at GSW now, for which I'm very grateful. And I've been coming, as Stephen mentioned, I have been coming to Americus a lot, and I'm very happy to be here. And I've been here enough that there are a few people I want to thank. Chris Hickman at the Chi Phi table here is the president of Chi Phi. He's also the first recipient of the Georgia Southwestern Chi Phi Scholarship. And I want to thank you for making me feel welcome. To Trip Larkey, who's sitting next to him. Trip is on the board of directors of the Chi Phi alumni. And I met with them last week, and I didn't know whether they were going to fire me or what, because I'm not one of them. But luckily, I think I passed the test. Boone, I want to thank you too. Dr. Johnston, I think you're going to be happy to hear this. Since I've been coming down here quite a bit and going to dinner with these guys, last week we decided to commingle fraternities. And the Chi Phis, the Sigma Chi's, and the Kappa Sigs gathered at 1800 and had dinner together. And we had a very nice time, and I hope we're able to do it again. And Boone arranged that, so Boone, thank you very much. Is Alex here today by any chance? I've never met Alex, the former president of student government. No, okay. Are you the current president by any chance?
No, Trinity is.
Is Trinity here? I thought since you're at the front table you may be. Is Trinity here by any chance? Anyway, I wanted to thank her too. But again, to you donors, thank you very much for allowing me to come back to Americus. I've been in Atlanta for 45 years and I'm about ready to leave it. And I thoroughly enjoy coming back to Americus, Georgia. So thank you all, and if there are any potential donors here, I encourage you to become one. It has made a big difference in my life, and I thank you all for it. Thank you very much.
All right, think we're on a roll here, so we're just going to carry that forward. We have a video we want to show you about just showing our thanks. If I can get this off the screen.
Let me add my congratulations to you. Like, this is a big deal. You're here today writing a letter because there is someone or a group of people that believed in making a difference in the lives of students. And so you're here today because of that in this room. These scholarships were given without an expectation from the donor that you do anything for them. Let that sink in for a minute. How many financial transactions do we do that we give without the expectation of receiving anything? Like, that's pretty powerful. These are selfless acts of kindness. And these donors live by the principle of we rise by lifting others. We rise by lifting others. Those are the kinds of people who made these decisions to support scholarships.
Hello, my name is Michaela Chavis, and I am a junior nursing major here at GSW. I am a recipient of the Dr. Charles L. Mix Scholarship, and I'm a part of the Jimmy Carter Leadership Program here. Being a recipient of the scholarship, I am able to not only build my skills as a leader, but I'm also able to fully focus in on nursing school and not have the stresses of financials on my shoulders. So thank you so much for the scholarship. It's such a big help.
Good afternoon, I'm Ashley Carrick, a senior nursing major graduating this December with my BSN. I received the President Carter Leadership Program Scholarship, the Shannon Peavy Scholarship, and the Promise Scholarship. And I want to express my deepest gratitude toward your donation towards making my dream happen. I came from the Philippines, and coming to the United States to attend a university is a dream of mine and also my family here back home. So your donation not only meant a lot to me, but also to all the people that you've impacted through me. So I am going to plan to work at a CV ICU up in Macon, hopefully, and make the world a better place using my degree. So thank you.
Hi, my name is Brittany Braswell. I'm a senior long-term care management major, and I was one of the recipients for the G. Stanley Wicker Scholarship. I just want to thank the Wicker family for extending and allowing us to receive this scholarship. It helped a lot financially and also mentally and emotionally when going through the tolls of different majors, especially in nursing. One of the reasons that I decided to do long-term care management is because my grandmother, she has dementia, and I really want to make a difference in the long-term care field. So again, thank you so much for your contributions.
My name's Lauren Duke, and I received the Alumni Legacy Scholarship and the Promise Scholarship. Thank you for your generosity and investment in students to achieve their dream goals and their future. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Noah Bridges, and I'm a 19-year-old junior biology pre-med student here at Georgia Southwestern State University, and I've been granted with the privilege of earning the Arden Science Scholarship and the Charles Ewing Scholarship, and I just wanted to thank my sponsors for believing in me and supporting my dream to become a doctor. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Side from South Korea. I really feel thankful for a scholarship, Southwestern Promise, and then President Jimmy Carter Leadership Program. Really nice to see people in GSW. They're very kind, and I can get great education in here, and then I can meet great friends too. And my vision is getting combination of IT and accounting. That's why I'm majoring in accounting, and the GSW is great school for achieve my goal. I'm really thankful for scholarship and can make affordable for getting to this school. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Tariana Anderson, and I just wanted to come here to give a special thanks to the donors who are making my college experience less stressful by supporting me financially and helping me into achieving the goals that I want to achieve.
Hi, my name is Dontavius Brown. I am a junior psychology major with a minor in American Studies from Americus, Georgia. I just want to take this time to thank the University System of Georgia Foundation for giving me this scholarship. This scholarship means a lot to me. It allows me to further my education and to finally graduate with a degree from Georgia Southwestern. Once again, thank you.
Hey, I'm Spencer Rose, and I'm a recipient of the J. Emery Rylander Scholarship. I'm a senior nursing student who plays on the men's basketball team.
My name is Jacob Rose, and I'm also a recipient of the same scholarship. I'm also a senior nursing student. I'm also on the men's basketball team. We are so thankful for your support.
Hello, my name is Perry Bennett. My major is health and physical education. I'm here today to say thank you to all the donors who have given me the opportunity to be a part of all these scholarships and also many programs like the Jimmy Carter Leadership Program and all the others that I'm a part of today. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Jordan Johnson. I am a recipient of the Charles Mick Scholarship and the Promise Scholarship. I am also a part of the President Jimmy Carter Leadership Program. During my time here at GSW, it's only been a few weeks, but I have had so much fun being involved in all of the activities that this school has to offer. I am so thankful for my donors for giving me this scholarship and really being able to have the opportunity to go to this school. Go Canes!
I'll see if I can get those lights to turn on again. I want to say a special thanks to Bob Slinker, who put that video together. Bob is in the back of the room videoing right now. Bob is an awesome partner for our campus. And I also want to thank Sydney Scott. She plays an integral part in putting that video together as well. So thank y'all both very much.
Good afternoon. As there should be, there is a lot of gratitude. There's a lot of deep thankfulness in this room. And as I'm listening to the speakers and videos, I really hear some themes about gratefulness, about generosity, and about relationships. To our donors, those who give selflessly. As I was sharing with the students when they were writing, they came together to spend time with each other and to write letters and to really reflect on the difference that you have made in their lives. And as I shared with them that day about the selfless act that our donors make to support our students, and I told them that you don't have any expectation that you're going to give them anything in return. But if we had stayed a little longer in that video, you would have also seen where I shared with them that the donors have hope. Our donors have hope in you because that is where their expectation is, that you do incredible things with the education that you have. So donors, as you've seen and heard today, your contributions have made a significant impact on our students' lives, on their futures, and then the lives, the organizations, the businesses, the communities that they will impact. Your support is not just a financial gift. It is an investment in the potential and the promise of our students, the potential and the promise of our students. Scholarships clearly help alleviate the financial burden on students. Lily talked about it. You heard students on the video talk about it. That burden on students and families that allow our students to focus on their studies, to do their best, and to personally grow. These scholarships enable our students to participate in campus activities, go to events, participate in internships, and really all the other enriching experiences that students have an opportunity to do here on our campus, because we know those are crucial for student development. Those are critical for personal development. To our scholarship recipients, we're really proud of your achievements. We're so proud of you. Was that video awesome? Like, how incredible to see the life, the vitality, the intelligence, the appreciation that was shared. And that was just a sampling. But students, we're proud of those achievements. You're definitely on the path to another big achievement. And this is something that I have with me most of the time when I'm around campus. This is our diploma cover. And this is a path that our students are on, that this is incredibly important to make sure that that accomplishment happens when you earn that Georgia Southwestern degree. But these scholarships are not just a recognition of the past accomplishments. They are a vote of confidence in your future. So y'all remember that. This is a vote of confidence in your future. This event is really special. Like, this is my first one, and it is incredibly special to see us all come together and for this purpose. We talk a lot about relationships here. We talk about the relationship between faculty and students, our staff and students, the president and students. Many of these students, Lily, Boone, Michaela, so many others in this room that I had the opportunity to teach in a leadership class last fall. But these relationships are so incredibly important. But the donor and student relationship is equally important. And I'm glad today we have the time to take to really build on that relationship. By supporting your education, students, our donors are helping to build a brighter future for all of us. We're currently in a fundraising campaign. It's a $12.5 million campaign that coming up, we'll be going to share this more publicly. You'll hear us talking about it more over the coming years. But that campaign is about rising together and shaping futures. And I talked to students about that on the video that you saw, that your investment in us all rising together is so incredibly important. As a part of this campaign, we're starting new scholarships. We already have in this campaign donors, some of you in this room, that have said, you know what, I want to give more. Think about Edwin Salmons and what he shared about seeing what one thing could do and seeing what more could do. And we already have donors, thank you, who are adding to their scholarships, or they're starting a new scholarship in an area, and we really, really appreciate that. We know that access to a GSW education and the ability to reach graduation and get to that graduation stage where we hand our students this really important diploma cover and what's inside it, it's heavily reliant on our ability to provide scholarships. So that's why it's a priority in our fundraising campaign. So let me say in closing, because I know we're hitting that. How am I doing on time? We're going to make the 1 o'clock? We're going to do it. But in closing, thank you all for being here today. Donors, for your continued support. Students, for thanking those who supported your education and for giving everything you have to your education here. What a celebration. Thank you all for being here.
One final thing, I know many of you want to hang around for pictures with your recipients, so I encourage you to do that. Continue to fellowship if you have, depending on your schedule after this, but so hang around for fellowship, take some pictures, and have a wonderful day. Thank you.